Hi everyone, this is Bharat, Technical Trainee Engineer from Triple Services. Now, in this class, we're going to learn about the modeling of a structure using different methods. So, for that, go to New Project and select the space and give the file name as modeling. And then length units will be of meters and force units will be of kilonewtons. And go to next. So in this, we select add beam and finish. So in this workspace, here we have a grid. So this grid is called snap node or beam method. In this grid, that means in this snap node or beam method, we're going to directly place the node and then place the beam so that it automatically select the grids and it automatically select the spacing between the grids. So in this way and in this plane, we directly add the nodes and beams to the structure so that in this we can directly add the structure like, so let me delete this. So in this, if we want to add a structure, go to snap node or beam method and select the node and the beam. So in this way, I can select directly in the grid. So if this plane will be, it is in the plane of X and Y axis. So if we want the plane as X and Z axis, we go to the edit and go to X and Z axis. So my grid will be of X and Z axis. So I can directly add a snap node or beam, and I can directly add nodes and beams from the grid. So in this way, I can change the plane and then I can place the nodes and beams in this. So in this way, I can directly draw a structure. But if we need a regular spacing, that means here we have a spacing of 1 meter. So we directly go to the spacing. So 1 meter, 1 meter, 1 meter. So if we want to change the spacing as 2 meters for each, so there is the 2 meters of length from the each grid. So if we want to increase the grid lines, so I can increase the grid lines, or if I want to increase the grid lines from negative side, so I can increase the grid from negative -1, -2, -4, -6. So, and the spacing will be of 1. So if I want to increase from Z direction, I can increase this. So if I want to increase from Y direction, so I can increase or decrease the grid lines and the spacing also. So in this way, I can model a structure from snap node or beam method. So we have another method like coordinate method. In this coordinate method, directly add the coordinates of a nodes so that I can easily add that nodes and that means the connect the nodes and form a beam. So if my beam, if my node is in the coordinate of 0, 0, 0, 0. So my node is generated in the origin. So if I want to generated in the origin. So in the next coordinate, if my node will be here, so I can select from X as 3, that means 3, and Y coordinate as 0. So Y coordinate as 0 and Z coordinate is also as 0. So X is 3, Y is 0, and Z also 0. So in this way, my next coordinate is also added. So in this way, I can directly give the coordinates of the plan. So and the x6 y as, so coordinate x comma y comma z. So in this way, I can give the coordinates of that nodes, and then finally I can join that all nodes and form members. So if 0 comma 0 comma 6, so my coordinate will be on the z plane, z axis. So 0 comma 0 comma 3, 3 comma 0 comma 3, 6 0. So my coordinates will be like that. So after that, I'm going to connect all these nodes by using, go to geometry and connect beams along. So first I want to select all the nodes and go to geometry, connect beams along x direction. So my x direction nodes will be connected to the beams, connected as a beams. So again, go to geometry, connect beams along z direction. So in this way, my going to set, form a structure by using coordinate method. So after that, I'm going to select all the nodes and I'm going to copy and paste these nodes for the foundation level. So if I want to give the foundation as 5 feet, so it will be of one minus 1.5 because we're going to the downward direction. So if I select this, so my foundation nodes also selected. So if I want to select all the nodes and go to the geometry and connect beams along y direction. So my foundation, that means the columns will be added. So again, I'm going to select this as a front view and select all the nodes and go to geometry. Now go to copy and paste. First, I'm going to select all the nodes and copy and paste and y direction for the first floor. So first floor will be of 10 feet, right? So that means 3 meters. So it will be going in the upward direction, so positive 3. So again, I'm going to select these nodes and go to geometry and connect beams along y direction. So I got the columns and this will be of plinth beams and then this will be of floor beams. So I'm going to add the floor beams. So I'm going to select all the nodes in the floor section and go to the geometry and go to the geometry, connect beams along x direction and connect beams along z direction. So my floor beams also generated. So in this way, I'm going to select all. I'm going to construct a member. I mean structure by using coordinate method. First, I want to give a coordinates by using plan, and then next, and we use the copy paste method also to increase to draw a structure. That means modeling, and then I'm going to give a transition repeat method. So for that, I'm going to delete all these. I'm keeping this session as this plane as x and y plane, and then decreasing the coordinates also. Yeah. Yeah. So go to first go to snap node, select from height as a 3 meters and width as 3 meters, and then height of the column as 3 meters. And then I'm going to select all this. I'm going to transition repeat method, and the direction is x direction, right? So this will be of x direction. So go to x direction, and the number of steps will be of let me consider give 3 meters, and then spacing between the steps is 3 meters. So if I click OK, so it will be copied and repeatedly of 3 times. So again, selecting all these and go to transition repeat method. So I want to give the from z direction. So go to z direction, and number of steps will be of 4. And I want to give the steps of 3 base. So I'm giving the number of steps as 4, and the spacing between the number of steps is 3 meters. And now click link steps and open base and go to OK. So that my all floor beam, my plinth beams and foundation level columns will be generated. And I'm going to select all these foundation level beams and columns, and I'm going to paste this to the height so that my height of the building will be generated. So for that, I'm selecting all this and go to transition repeat method. I'm giving the y direction in y direction, and the number of steps, that means the number of floors is let us consider five floors, and the each floor distance will be of 3 meters spacing, and go to OK, so that my floors will be repeated. So by using the transition repeat method, my structure is generated. I modeled a structure. So for this, I can easily just a moment. Yeah. So if I want to construct this structure at a time, so I'm going to the geometry, run structure wizard, and go to the frame model and wave frames. And here I want to give the length of a entire building and the height of a building and then width of the building. And the along length, how many number of bays should be there, and the along height, how many number of stories, and the along width, how many number of bays along x direction and z direction. That means the length and the width, and then y direction has a height. So if I go to apply, so my structure will be automatically created according to these specifications. So if I'm okay with this specification, I'm going to transfer this model to the start node. So I want to give this model from the origin. So I'm keeping these ordinates as 0, 0, and 0. So my model is directly added. And to this model, I can directly go to I can directly give the supports first. So creating a support and giving a fixed support, and then selecting this fixed support, and then select the bottom nodes. And the bottom nodes are selected and then assigned to the selected nodes. So these fixed support will be assigned to this model. And after the support, I'm going to the properties. So after selecting the properties, here we have a table, and go to define and go to the rectangular members. So I want to give these columns and beams as a rectangular members. So after that, give the dimensions as depth of a beam is 0.45 and the width of a beam is 0.3, and add, and then 0.4 and 0.4 close. So my two properties will be defined, and after defining, select these property and give this property to the beams. So for that, I want to select all the beams. So go to select, go to beams parallel to x direction, go to select beams parallel to z direction. So my beams will be selected, and after that assign to the selected beams, assign, and okay. So these property will be assigned to the beams. So if I see this 3D rendering view, so here I can see beams are assigned, the property of the beams are assigned and the columns are not assigned. Again, select this property and go to select and beams parallel to y direction. So my columns will be selected and then assigned to the selected assign and yes. So after this, so my these properties will be assigned to the member. So if we see this in the 3D rendering view, the columns and beams is assigned. The properties of columns and beams are assigned. So the loads and definitions, for the loads and definition, we can discuss in the next class. So if you are okay with the